Welcome to Living 757. How are you, Ashley?
I'm good. It's always good to see you.
So happy to see you. Another show with no Quincy.
You know, he's on his workation, but girls are
Yes, we can still doing this. Now, I hope everybody have a great week. You were busy during the week, and also we are so proud because you're one of the speakers of this great convention place. It's a Yellow, right? That's the name of the event with Pharrell Williams.
Yes. So it wasn't, Pharrell wasn't there, but it was for his charity.
For his charity,
Yellow. It's called Bright Sparks. It's a community conversation. I was one of 5 panelists. All of us are in very different arenas. Tone Hollywood is on the radio. Nikki is an AI expert. Ray next to me is a director, and then Katrina on the very end is a influencer and model. And all of us had different perspectives to give. The conversation was all about you know, electronics and digitization and the advancement of technology and how it's kind of changing the landscape of the industries that we're all in. It was a great conversation, and I urge everyone watching to go to the next one. It's free and open to the community, so just follow Yellow on Instagram and you can catch all the details about where the next one is there. But
I love it because it was a great panel of, you know, of guests, and also we're so proud that we have Ashley there. But I was listening and watching one of the videos, and how important it is to represent the community here in Hampton Roads 757. But you guys were talking about very, you know, specific topics, like being the media, being truthful, like just try to deliver the right information, because it's hard sometimes, you know? How do you feel about that when you were there?
So, Stephanie Sutton was the moderator. We know and love Stephanie.
Yes. Besitos.
And she specifically asked me and one of the other panelists, who is a social media influencer, about showing up authentically.
Yes.
And the answers were very different for both of us, because obviously on social media, you want to show up authentically. Because people will relate to you more if you're being real. We, in the position we're in, have the responsibility of telling the truth, but we have to tell the truth where we aren't, like, there's a responsibility there to tell the whole truth and not just one side of it. And I said on that panel, I don't watch the news. It gives me anxiety. I don't like watching one channel because you know it's right. I don't watch the other one because you know it's left. I want the middle. I want the real truth. But yeah, it's important to be authentic in your everyday life.
It is.
And if anybody took anything from all that, just be yourself.
Yes, exactly. Always being yourself, and I love it. Thank you so much for representing us.
Of course.
Yellow.
I love you guys. I wish you could have made it.
I know.
Next time.
Supposed to be. Next time we're gonna be there, of course.
Next time.
Yes.
You know, Pharrell's a big name in the community,
It is.
and we also have Pusha T and Family and Antonio, and they all put together the R&B Block Party, which has now snowballed into Cousins Festival.
Yes.
The 2nd annual Cousins Festival is coming up on August the 30th. That is a Saturday. It's going to be taking place at the Norfolk Scope and the Scope Plaza. And you guys, this lineup is insane. DJ Clue, DJ Envy, Lil Kim, who's never came to the area before. T-Pain. I don't know about you, but like the end of my high school and all my college, T-Pain was the soundtrack. And then of course Jeezy is the headliner. Everybody knows Jeezy, and it's a 20-year anniversary of Soul Survivor. So his album that like catapulted him to superstardom is the one that he's celebrating. I'm so excited. There's also going to be the Stormy Blue food truck experience.
And we
love
you,
her
Stormy.
Too. We've had her on a couple times. And she curated food trucks from the area. I love how much they are repping the 757.
Yes, and I was about to say that even if I'm not familiar with those big names in the industry, in the music industry, because I didn't grow up here, I didn't went to college, school here, so maybe those names are not, you know, very familiar. I'm so proud for what everybody putting together is what they're doing for the community here in the 757. That I mean, I'm gonna be there. I'm going to the festival.
Yes, I know I'll be there too. If you guys are there and you see us, please come say hello.
Please come say hi. Now, in another great great news. We have another great event. Speaking about music, La Primavera Sprint presents the Hip Hop Orchestra. This is a night one only, the classic strings and hip hop energy. Doors open at 7 p.m. Shows start at 8. The night's gonna feature La Primavera Sprint and Luisa. Do you remember Luisa? She was with us here on the show. Also, other names like Clea, DJ Mike, and much, much more. You cannot miss this unforgettable fusion of beat and strings, and it's gonna be amazing. August 29, 8 p.m. Doors are open at 7 p.m. So this is something awesome for everybody. And it's music. You know, we always have something in the water here.
We do.
We have a
really
lot,
do.
actually. Yes.
And if it's not water, it's mud.
Yes.
Right?
That's true.
We also have the Muddy Kids Family Obstacle and Mud Run coming up. That is taking place at historic Greenbrier Farms. That's on August 30th as well. Basically, it is between 1.5 miles to 2.2 miles of different obstacles.
Oh my gosh.
Including like a ninja run and a mud pit and a muddy hill and a tape lattice thing that you have to crawl under. And the fun part is that you can bring your kids. Kids 5 to 17 are invited to come and hang out. There has to be at least one adult for every 4 kids. So parents, you can't just send your kids out there. You gotta go with them. So you better be ready to do the obstacles too. But there are 15 different obstacles throughout the course of this run. And it's a great way for kids to take on an adventure and also get some energy out. That's the part that I love.
Yes, I love that. I should love, I'm thinking when I was, back in the time with the kids, I did a lot of those events.
Yeah.
And if you parents have the chance to go with your kids and do it, please, it's a must. You have to do it because you have so much fun. Now, after that, you lose a lot of energy. Guess what? I'm hungry, Ashley. Yes. But thankfully for us, we have, get ready for the Crab Festival. The Blue Crab Festival is coming back to the South Norfolk to 2025 this year. It's coming back to Chesapeake City Park. It's a full day of delicious crabs, fun games, and great company, all in one big community celebration. This is going to be September the 7th, and guess what? It's all you can eat. You had to see the prices right there on the flyer, but this is going to be amazing. South Norfolk and Chesapeake, so everyone is invited. Because after a lot of energy, you lose energy, you need to have some crabs. You need to eat something.
Goodness. And I mean, if you look at the flyer, I know the price is a little steep when you look at first, but then when you think about the fact that you can show up there, set up like a picnic blanket or your lawn chairs, and you can hang out all day and eat
it's all you
day.
can eat. You can try so different, foods that's gonna be there.
Don't tempt me with a good time. And it's not just crabs either. There's also pork barbecue and fried fish and French fries. There's something for everyone.
Yes.
It's so exciting.
I know.
And I would take my kids from the mud run and then hose them off and then go to the crabs.
I think that's a perfect combination.
Right?
You cannot get wrong with that one. Yes, you have it all.
You really can't. You really can't. That would be so much fun. And I feel like Adrian especially, Adrian is my 5-year-old for anybody watching who doesn't know, I feel like he would just love the mud so much, he would probably skip the running part and just roll in the mud.
Yes.
Could you see him doing that?
Yes, I do. I would like a boop, 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 boop. Yes, but it's so fun.
It is. Maybe
it's something that I want to go
and
do it.
Maybe I'll send Keith to do that with him.
You should go and do it with him. I mean, I'll go with you guys.
You want to run in the mud?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I can't really picture you all muddy, but you guys heard it. She just said it, right?
It's fun. Everything from the fun.
Oh my goodness. And we also have a super fun show for you guys today. We have a blonde who isn't me, who's on a mission. And we also have a mom who went viral for her back to school creativity.
And of course, all the music that Living 757. But coming up next, Ashley, do and don'ts, things that you cannot say when you talk to an insurance adjuster. So that's right after the break, so don't go anywhere. We just started. Yes.
Welcome back to Living 757. Patricia, it's pretty normal practice to talk to your insurance company after a car accident, right?
It is.
It is. But do you know how to keep from putting your foot in your mouth?
No, I think a lot of people make mistakes when it comes to that.
I know. Well, lucky for us, Randy Leonard from Huffman & Huffman is here to tell us exactly what not to say when we're speaking to insurance adjusters. Thank you so much for joining us, because I know that a lot of people make mistakes when it comes to this very topic.
Yeah, it does.
So why is it so important to know what not to say, especially here in the Commonwealth of Virginia after you get into an accident?
Absolutely. So insurance adjusters are trained to settle cases as quickly as they can for as little as they can, and to make those offers to the injured parties as quick as they can after an accident. Anytime you talk to them, you got to watch what you say, because first impressions make a big deal in those initial conversations.
And I'm glad that you say that, because I think when you are involved in, unfortunately, in a crash accident, the first thing is like, if you are fine, you say like, oh no, nothing happened. That can be later on used against you, right? Like you say you were fine, nothing hurt.
Exactly.
So, right? And then you develop some pain, maybe back pain or neck pain, and then you need some therapy involved. So that can be one of the big mistakes, right?
Exactly. Once you tell the insurance adjuster that you're not injured, then anytime after that, they just minimize your injuries, and it basically just starts the case off on a bad start.
Wow. Definitely. Now, you know we like to have fun on this show, so we're going to play a little game called Must or Adjust. Basically, answers are going to phrases are going to pop up on the screen. We're going to read them, and we're going to guess whether this is what you must say or you should probably adjust
Imagine
that
like
answer.
if you go the right direction, you can score a point, but if you say something wrong, it can cost you a lot of money. So let's do some questions about do's and don'ts. Okay, what are the questions? Oh, right there.
Yes.
It's always good to apologize and be accountable. So when you are talking to your insurance adjuster, be polite and say, I'm sorry, it was probably my fault.
I feel like you got to adjust that answer.
That answer has to be adjusted. There is no reason to admit to liability until the entire investigation is done. And that statement could be used against you, because anything you say can and will be used against you. And if the adjuster uses that statement to deny liability, then it's very difficult to turn that around. We may many times have to file a lawsuit and go to trial, and that gets more complicated and expensive.
Right, so you definitely don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, probably my
It's
bad.
my fault.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I'm going to write it down.
What's
okay,
the
next one?
There's no need to cause others to worry, so the first thing you should tell your insurance adjuster is, I'm fine, I don't think I'm hurt. I think we need to adjust that answer.
Yes, we need to adjust that one too.
You're absolutely right. Many injuries, soft tissue injuries, concussions, they don't come about until a couple days after the accident. So just take your time. I mean, call your own insurance company, but when you're talking to the other party's insurance company, watch what you say.
I love these because, yes, that's exactly what a lot of people maybe do. And I was one of those.
I mean, you
made that
definitely want to
mistake.
head straight to get checked out, right?
Yes.
Like
Even when
you
they
want a
ask
medical
you.
professional to look at you after an accident.
Yeah, if you feel that you're injured, if your body hits something in the car, you hit your head, it's definitely a good idea to get checked out.
Yeah, because sometimes people have the misconception, like if you have broken arms or something, it's like you are fine, but no, you can still have some pain after the fact.
Yeah,
Definitely.
serious injuries.
All
Okay,
right.
we have one more.
You want to make sure that you emphasize how chaotic and shocking the accident was for you. So when talking to the adjuster, include phrases like, the other car came out of nowhere. I think that needs to be adjusted.
Definitely. A statement like that could be used against you because it goes to liability. Maybe the adjuster says, well, you didn't keep a proper lookout.
You didn't see it.
You
You
weren't
didn't see
paying
it.
attention.
In Virginia, Virginia's a pure contributory negligence state.
Yep.
If you cause or contribute to cause the accident at all, you could be barred recovery.
Right.
So you don't want to make a statement like that.
I never thought about that, but why? The yes.
Well,
it's
because
true.
if you're driving along, you
I
should be
know.
paying attention to your surroundings.
I know, yes, of course, you're not going to say, oh, it comes from nowhere, but I mean, yes, say just that term can be big time mistake. Okay. We have
So
one
you
more,
get
I think.
into a car accident. What is the safest way to go about speaking to your insurance company?
We recommend before you give a recorded statement, before you sign any authorizations for medical records, give an attorney a call talk about the case, talk about how you're doing and how you should proceed.
Okay.
If you do hire an attorney, then we handle those negotiations and conversations with the adjuster, and we let our clients take the time and just get better.
That makes so much more sense to let the professionals handle that conversation.
That means do not upset money.
Right. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Randy.
Randy. Thank you
Thanks
so
for having
much.
me. I'm happy to be back.
Yes, now from the legal advice us to the outdoor parks, we're gonna go, Ashley, to Chippewa State Park. I hope I say it right.
Chippewa State Park is over about 1,800 acres. The park is located in Surrey, Virginia, which is in the Tidewater area of Southern Virginia. My name is Trevor Johnston. I'm the park manager at Chippewa State Park. I oversee the daily operations of the park, make sure it's running smoothly and effectively for guests of all ages, make sure they have great experience when they're out here. Currently, Chippewa State Park has 10 miles of trail, and that number is increasing. We're building more trails right now, so that number will be going up very soon. But those trails are for hiking, biking, horseback riding. Guests of all ages can take almost all of our trails with comfort and ease. Chippewa State Park features some of the most early farmland that you'll see in the early United States of America. It is notable for having over 400 years of continuous farming here. When guests are out here, they can see how the fields were farmed back then as they can today. The Farm and Forestry Museum features about 150 to 200 years of historical implements that were used by farmers in the area. Tools, carriages, just different items that these farmers would use to make the land bountiful. Our main historical structure that a lot of guests will visit is the Jones Stewart Mansion. It's almost 175 years old and was the home for several families throughout their time here at Chippokes. The house is really a time capsule where you can step back and see how the most recent owners of the house, the Stewarts, lived before they gave the park to the state. There's a lot of their furniture is still in there, so guests can actually see their collections, items that they lived with and had. So there's a lot of cool artifacts and furniture that's in there for guests who enjoy that kind of programming. We have over 8 miles of horse trail. It was something that was championed by our Friends of Chippewa State Park volunteer group. So 8 miles where guests are able to park their vehicles. We have a corral that the horses can be put in while the guests are, waiting to go out on the trails. The trails will take you through all the historic farm fields. So as they're going around, they'll be passing by maybe the farmers out there doing their thing, continuing that legacy of 400 years of farming. They'll pass by some of our historic cabins, which were the houses of some of the tenant farmers that lived on the park after the Civil War. So they get to see a lot of the park as they're going around. The park currently has a few animals that are still taken care of by rangers. These mainly consist of our chickens, ducks, and some of our pigs. But we also have a bunch of cows that are taken care of by our farmers who actually take care of the land. They take care of cattle here on the park as well. The farmers also take care of a lot of the fields that we have. They grow a variety of historic crops, including soybeans, peanuts, sometimes cotton, corn. They really keep the fields growing 24/7. Our beach runs along the Cobham Bay, which is a small bay that sits along the James River. It's just across the river from Jamestown. Our shoreline features a lot of fossils that you can find almost instantly. Our beach is a fossil beach where you can just walk down a short stretch and find a whole bunch of them just sitting around everywhere. But we also have a lot of shark's teeth that guests can find. We even have guests who sometimes find megalodon teeth out here. Guests are allowed to take as many shark's teeth as they can from our beaches, including those megalodon teeth if they're lucky enough to find one, but fossils have to stay on the beach. I would tell anybody who's interested in the rich history of Virginia, as well as getting away to a small corner where nature is still, very vibrant and abundant here. It's a great place to just come contemplate the histories that we have, lose yourself in the nature that surrounds us, and maybe camp out here if you want to see the stars. It's a beautiful park in a quiet part of Virginia. It's a perfect getaway.
There are so many things to do there at Chip Oak State Park, from
Yes.
like the animals to exploring the history to just, nature and wildlife. But we both
I love
know
it.
that there's one part of that that's my favorite part.
Which one?
Fossil Beach and Megalodon teeth.
I know.
What? I will be living there from now on until I find a megalodon too.
You were. One of the Virginia's parks is, I think, is so rich about every single park. Like we saw many different parks during the year, but this one, I had to repeat the name again. Chip Oak State Park.
Chip Oak State
Oaks.
Park.
I love
You
it, but
got
yes,
it.
yeah, see, close enough. Yes, but I think Virginia is so rich when it comes to natural parks, and I love that about Virginia. That's what they say, Virginia's for lovers.
It is, and now it's hurricane season, and they say that when these storms come in, they actually bring in more sharks' teeth.
Oh my God, and she loves sharks.
You can find me on the beach at Chip Oak State Park.
And she's gonna live in their one. You know what is so sad, Ashley? Summer is almost over. Well, it is over. And that means we're going back to the school. So stay with us because right after the break, we're gonna learn everything. Going back to the school already? Oh my gosh. Summer. Welcome back to Living 757. Ashley, our next guest, she turned a back to the school situation into a viral video, and we want to learn more about this beautiful family. So we're going to welcome now Shannon, Aaliyah, and Alana. How are you, ladies?
Hi. We're doing well. Thank you for having us.
Well, we're so excited because we are, parents, kids, everybody is getting ready to back to the school. But you have a beautiful story. The way that you guys did it, can you share it with us?
Yes. Well, with the rising, cost of college, Aaliyah and Alana decided to stay home and attend community college. And because they had worked so hard to get accepted to multiple universities, this was a big decision because they both got accepted to over 15 universities.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
yes, everyone that they applied to, they were accepted.
That is amazing.
Yes, they graduated with highest honors, and they're just very smart girls. And so to make the decision to stay home to save money was pretty huge. And
Yeah.
so I was just laying in bed one evening, and I asked my husband, "What do you think about me transforming the room into a dorm to make it look like a dorm? It's not going to take the place of a dorm, but it'll make them
Yes.
feel better."
Right.
And he agreed. And so that's when I started my journey, researching and seeing what other parents were doing. It's pretty big business,
That is amazing.
So,
decorating dorms.
okay, I have a couple different follow-up questions for
Yeah.
this. You all made this decision.
Yes.
How did you come to this conclusion? Did you talk about it together? Did one of you have like a light bulb
Yeah.
moment and you talked about it and decided this would be best?
Well, for me, I was originally going to choose the path to go to community college, but my path changed because I was going to do health science, Riverside Health Science. But I realized I didn't want to do that path, but I still wanted to stick to community college because it was easier to save money.
How about you?
I actually wanted to go to a university, so making the decision to go to community college,
It was maybe
very
not your
hard.
plans.
Yeah.
So how did you come up to that point? And then, Mom, you make the full experience like a, like a college
Yeah.
experience
Yes.
You
at
did.
home. You did
Yes.
awesome. So now, quick question: where were you when the viral video went viral, and everybody like, what are you guys doing at the time?
We actually were surprised when the numbers kept going up. And so
I'm
we
sure.
and so it was just kind of amazing. It was each day, I think we were on vacation in Williamsburg.
We're watching the
The
video,
video right now.
Yeah. And
So cool. So I need to know, like, was it a surprise for them? Did they leave and come back and it was like
And
all
it was
done
like
up?
this.
well, what's funny is that I wanted to do it that way, but when I realized how many clothes they had, and
Yeah.
I said, I have to tell them. And so I told them, but I didn't give them all the details, and they didn't know how it was going to look. And they were actually kind of disappointed because they didn't see the vision. And when they saw those dorm beds, they were like, ew. do with these? And so, but I still didn't tell them what.
Oh my God.
Why
So
was
they
it
found right at the last minute.
Yes,
Why was it so important to you to do this for them?
because I wanted them to understand that it was okay to attend a community college. There's nothing wrong with
Yep.
attending a community college.
Yep.
You are getting the same education.
You are.
You know, you're getting your, basic requirements out of the way, and it's not going to cost. So far, I think both of them have their year already paid for with scholarships and,
Yeah.
yeah, and so no loan so far. So
Yeah.
for 2 years, if they decide to stay for 2 years, they're debt-free in
And
2
you're
years.
still going to get the full college experience, especially in your new dorm room, which I have to
Yes.
say is way cooler than the dorms I lived in at college.
Now, what do you both think about your mom doing this for you? Like, how do you ladies feel about this? Like, what it means for you? I know that you're a little bit shy now, but I know you can come up with an answer because that's something cute, Ashley. When you see your parents involved
Very cute.
so much in this, and like, kudos to you, mom.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, here's a question. Do you know what you guys want to major in yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to major in?
Kinesiology.
One more time.
Kinesiology.
Kinesiology. That's a hard subject.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you?
Same.
Same.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Now, breaking the ice, girls, did people get confused with you in school? Like, they say, Alaya, Lina, no? No, the people know?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But not often.
Do you make fun with that situation? Like, I'm going to pretend to be my sister
Right.
today. No, it
think
never
they-
happens.
Well, when I get their names wrong, they unless they're in trouble, they don't correct me. They just go with it. Yeah, okay, I'm Aaliyah.
That's really funny.
I like that.
Unless we're in trouble. Well, where can people follow you? Where can they go see your viral video? And also, where can they follow through your college journey?
For my TikTok, you can follow justbeinglily_ on TikTok. That's really the platform I'm most on.
All right.
So it's for both of you? Same?
No.
And for you?
What's yours?
Alana Hope _
Ooh,
Yeah.
Very cool.
on Instagram.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. And what a mature, amazing decision you made, because you are going to graduate college a whole lot happier
Yes.
than if you would have made the
You're gonna love
Alpha.
it.
Yes.
Thank you,
And
mom.
so, thank you.
All
Thanks for
right.
having us.
You guys, Quincy might not be here in studio today, but he has found some perfectly adorable friends.
So, I'm glad you guys are here with me. Me and my buddy right here. We're gonna talk about how to adopt these little furry buddies. Isn't that right? And if they don't, what will we do? That's right. Give them an offer they can't refuse. I'm here at the Kitty Kingdom, and we're gonna find out a little bit more about how to adopt these precious little animals that we call cats. Tell us about the Kitty Cafe and what is it about?
Well, Kitty Kingdom is truly a cat cafe. We have adoptable kitties in one of 2 rooms. We have kittens in one room, cats in the other.
Okay.
And we have a cafe in the middle where we serve coffee, and we have craft beer, we have pastries.
Oh wow! So there's food, and then while people are eating, is it meant just to kind of have a more relaxed environment where they can meet and greet the cats?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what's this one's name?
That's Scoop from Scat Incorporated from Gloucester. The rescues, what they do is they go out there, beat the bushes, they find these kitties, trap them, had them spayed or neutered, whatever surgery they needed.
How can someone adopt a cat?
They can go on my website. Also, you can book a reservation to come here. And then when these kitties get adopted, all the adoption fee goes to the shelters.
So you've got tiers that range from like $100 to $150 to.
Yeah,
As far as
150 for 6 months, 6 to 8 months and under.
Okay.
And then we have 100 for our adults.
Okay.
That's from like 1 to 7. And then for our seniors, we have $70.
Yeah, Superman is
7.
back. So I got to
Yeah.
reward Superman with a little treat. Hey, Soup. Do you find that the older cats are usually adopted by those maybe in retirement homes or?
No, you'd be
more-
surprised. Families really enjoy the older cats. One, they're not quite so high maintenance.
Right.
Um,
Like this one right here.
yeah. And also because they already have a good idea what their personality is going to be. Like, we have no idea what Scoop's going to be.
Oh, I
He's
know
aggressive now.
I know what Scoop is going to be. Scoop is going to be a fighter.
For every cat that gets adopted from here or directly from Garfield, that gives us the opportunity to rescue one more. Our adoption rate is just, I would say it's up 200% because of Kitty Kingdom and the fact that there's so many more people in the city down here looking for cats versus up in the rural areas that we are covering. These cats were probably very active first thing this morning and will be again this evening. So they're active during evening hours and sleep most of daylight. Now, some of these, when we first came in, they were all over us, loving on us.
Yeah.
They said, okay, we got our loving, now we're gonna go take a nap.
Right, because I'm holding this food here and none of them, like I've been shaking it up. And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they're not interested, not like a kitten.
Oh yeah, it's nap time.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
Okay, well, hey, we got some.
Oh, somebody's
Hey.
interested.
Wow, so much fun I had here in Chesapeake at the Kitty Kingdom today, and you may want to stop by yourself and pet one of these little furry buddies, and who knows, you may walk out with a new adopted family member.
So cute. You guys, we have to take a break, but when we come back, we are head over heels for customized fashion. Stay right there.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to Living 757. Joining us today, we have two beautiful entrepreneurs that are bringing fashion to our show. Let's welcome Rayleigh and Hailey, the owners of the Head Over Heels Hat Co. How are you, girls?
Good, how are you?
I'm so excited because I love the colors. I love
Thank
your
you, thank
dresses.
you.
Thank you.
Now, this company, I was asking you, behind the cameras, who came up with this idea? Now, a little bit background about you both. Are you friends, related?
Yes, we've been best friends since high school. So I went to school at Georgia Southern and she went to ODU. So we moved back home and I had seen this all down there and was like, we have to do this. And then we saw one in Hilton Head and that was kind of when we were like, okay, let's do it.
Oh my God, just like that?
Yes.
Oh, so I called Ashley, I saw something, we need to do this.
Yes, I was actually, when we decided to do it, I was actually in Italy. And so
Oh my
she
God.
like started the process. Like she was texting me as I was out of town and I was like, okay, do this. Okay,
Where
I
were
ordered
you?
this.
I was at home. Yeah.
And you create this amazing company. Let's just go straight over because you have so much stuff right here. So we are basically what you do, you customize the hats for your customers, right?
Yes.
So what we can expect when we just order this?
When you
What
walk
is it?
up to our
Walk me through, yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
When you
I
walk up
wanna-
to your booth, it
Okay.
kind of is up to you. Some people choose to pick their patch first, and then some
Okay.
people choose to pick their hat first.
Okay, what should I do first? The hat? I'm gonna pick a white one.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Then that's
Okay.
even better.
So now, how do you decide this part with your customer? Like,
What they like.
I mean, yes, like
usually-
you ask the person, like, what is your hobbies, your colors, your favorite things?
Yes.
Gotta come
Well,
up with
usually they
ideas.
have like one in mind that
Okay.
I'll gauge off of. If not, if they're completely screwed, I'm just like, so what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? Like you're saying. And I kind of go from there.
I think, do you have a black hat?
Yeah.
I
Well,
think I'm-
actually,
because
we
I'm-
have a black and white.
Black and white. I was like, I like that one that you have in the front. But yeah, okay, I can do black and white.
Black and white?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I can do
Black
black,
and white?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, black and white. What about that? Black and white. You like it black and white?
Yes.
I think
love
the black and
white.
white's very cute. You can-
Okay, let's do that one.
Yeah.
Because we cannot customize all different. Okay, now.
Yes.
What should I go to the next step?
Well, what do you like to do?
Okay.
Or do you have
Sports.
anything in mind you
My
like?
name is Patricia.
Oh, that's cute.
That's
Did
cute.
you put a P?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes, that's
Okay.
such a cute idea.
Okay.
What are your favorite colors to wear?
So this is actually the process, like if I want to order one of the hats, like you are walking me through right now, we choose the
Yes.
hat first, and now we're going to choose
The patch.
the patch. Okay, so I'm going to do the P. What else I can do?
Yes. Well, what else? Do you have a favorite
That's
color?
what I
do
was
you have a
asking you.
hobby?
Like it's more about my hobbies, my colors,
Yes,
preference.
yes.
That's a tough one. I like everything. I don't know. I like the summer.
Is there a color you like to wear
Do you like
the
the
most?
beach?
Do you like-
Yes, I do.
Okay, we have a
beach
salty
ones.
patch over there. I think
Okay.
is super outgoing, super cute.
Ooh, those are very cute. Okay, so I can spend all day
Yes.
here, like looking at stuff. Okay, let's choose that one, surf, and maybe the P. Do you have the P in gold? Let's do everything gold, maybe, right? So it's gonna be
Yeah.
cute.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
So now we were talking about a little bit your company. Can you just talk to me about a little bit more
Yeah.
about the Heads Over Heels? Who came up with this name? Heads Over Heels Hat & Co. Who chose the name?
Riley actually chose the name.
Yeah, I actually came up with the name for Head Over Heels Hat Co. I was looking up like hat bars and stuff, and it seemed like everybody had really cool names, and I was like, what is something that
Cool.
is fun and outgoing and I haven't heard of or seen?
Well, it's
and I
very
just came
unique.
up with Head Over Heels. So,
Head Over
yeah.
Heels. I love it. Well, how long you been working with the company?
September 2024.
So it's pretty new.
Yeah.
So how can people order these hats? Like, you guys go to farmer markets, like pop-up places?
Yeah, so we go to vendor events, markets,
Mm-hmm.
pop-ups.
And we'll do a lot of our own markets. So like right now we aren't doing any markets. We're doing them all like with fitness studios. So it's just us
What
popping
does that
up.
mean, like a fitness studio? You just go to places?
Yep. So like this month, I focus our campaign on like every Saturday we're at a different fitness studio. So we've been at Pure Barre, Cycle Bar, Club
Oh,
Pilates.
nice.
Yeah.
So
and
how
then-
about if I have a birthday party? Like I want
Yes,
that all
we've
the
done
kids
birthday
have.
parties.
They have the
Actually, they're so
same
fun.
hats. And things. That's actually so
Yes,
cool.
they're actually very popular. I've done birthday parties for like party favors. So instead of giving the kids bags of junk,
Exactly,
people are
like
yes.
cottillon bags.
So they
like
have
you can
they'll
give out
pay.
really
Yeah,
much.
and
Okay.
a lot of times
Can
parents
you
will do
just
it.
now show me the magic? How does
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
We're gonna do. So you put everything there. Show
Yep.
it to me. I love it.
And then
Okay.
we'll start to.
So let's do that one so we can show actually the viewers how this works.
Yes.
You have to put it right there. This is already warm?
It's heating up, yeah, but it's almost there.
So first,
Awesome.
I'll kind of put them on here for
Okay,
you
we
to
can
see
just
if
do
there's
that.
a way you like it.
Yes, because time is going super fast. I just want to show the viewers how it's gonna look. Okay, so you're gonna be doing
It'll
that.
be like this.
Yeah, so where can people find you? Like, where's gonna be your next event?
Yeah, you can find us at Head Over Heels Hat Co. on Instagram. And our next event, you can find us on Head Over Heels Hat Co. on Instagram. And our next event is going to be, I want to say we're at Cycle Bar next.
Okay.
So that's where we'll be. And then we post all of our events on our Instagram. You'll find them every month.
I love it. Now we're sitting like she's working on it. My hat is gonna be ready in a second, in a bit. How long is gonna take that?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, so we have to bear with me, so we're gonna put the hat on. So now, thank you so much.
Yes,
You
thank
also
you.
shared all the information, like where can people reach out to you? And your next event, you say, is gonna be on
Yep, at Cycle Bar.
Cycle Bar. I love it. So I'm waiting. We can do the P later. Yes, I wanna put my hat on before, but
Yeah.
anyways. 5 seconds. Okay, we're almost there. Now, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna have my hat on. It's gonna be times for girls talk. You wanna hear that? We're gonna move on with Ashley.
Yes, from customizable fashion to building a life that you love, our next guest is great at helping women who feel stuck find a new, exciting way to live life. From the Blonde Cafe podcast, let's welcome Brooke. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. I absolutely love the topic of your podcast because I feel like as women, it's so easy to feel stuck and to just feel like you're in a rut. So how did you decide to start it? What inspired you to start your podcast?
Yeah, so I guess I'm kind of becoming the person that I always wanted in my life. So something to listen to throughout your day-to-day that gives you that little best friend energy, but also kind of that big sister nudge saying you can go after your goals, you can achieve your dreams, like you really can have it all. You just got to make it work. You got to ebb and flow, and giving people the tips and tricks that I wish I would have had.
Definitely. Now, we love to have fun on this show, and usually we are the ones putting guests in the hot seat.
Yeah.
But this time we're flipping the script a little bit. You came up with a game, and you're actually gonna be like questioning me.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be in the hot seat. Okay, ready to get started?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, let's go. This is called Bold or Hold, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So each one of these scenarios has to deal with different segments from our podcast. So whether it's career, lifestyle, relationships, things like that.
Okay.
And if it's something that you would do, you would say bold. And if you want to give a little context, you can. Or if it's something that you wouldn't do, you would say hold. And if you want to give any context, don't worry about it.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's go.
The first question, would you end a long-term relationship that feels comfortable but not aligned?
Bold.
Yeah, okay.
Bold.
I like it.
I don't think you should ever stay in a relationship because you're comfortable, because you're not going to end up happy in the long run.
Yep, agreed. Would you go to a wedding solo?
Bold.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love meeting new people, and I feel like weddings, everybody's so happy and the energy is so great that going by yourself isn't that big of a deal, because chances are they put you at the table with other people going by themselves too.
Yep.
And you'll know people. Like, go for it.
100%. You can make friends while you're there. All of
Agreed.
the above. Would you quit your 9 to 5 before you have another job lined up?
I would love to say, I would love to say hold, but I've quit a few jobs, so.
Hey, there you go, making it bold, making bold
No,
moves.
I mean, obviously, keeping your 9 to 5 until you find something else is the smart decision. I am kind of a hothead, so sometimes it doesn't happen that way.
I mean, you got to do what's right in the moment.
I'm honest, okay?
Yeah. Would you move to a new city where you don't know anyone?
Bold, already did it. Went to LA and came back.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back.
Thank you.
East Coast, West Coast.
Yes.
Would you ask for a raise after only 6 months in your role?
Bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I've been crushing it, sure. If I feel like I deserve it, I'll ask for what I deserve. If I've been slacking, then no.
Yeah, making money moves when it's right.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. Would you take a solo trip overseas?
Oh, hold. The safety factor.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have to go with a buddy, or my anxiety would be on 1,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Making sure, yeah, you don't know your surroundings, maybe not the language either.
Right, exactly.
Yep. What about saying yes to a blind date?
Hold. I am very happily married.
I mean, there you
Back
go.
in the day, back when I was single, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if it was somebody that I trusted
Yeah, definitely.
that set me up. Okay, one more question, and then I'm gonna ask you something again.
Got it. Okay. Would you buy the bold outfit even if it's not your usual style?
Bold.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My fashion is kind of what I feel like that day. So I feel like there are lots of things that people look at me and go, that isn't what you would normally wear, but it's cute. And I'm
Right.
like, yes. Okay, so what are some of your tips for any woman who's looking to get out of a rut that they feel like they're in?
Yeah, I would say start small for sure. Do it tangibly. Like if you only have 20 minutes in the morning, definitely roll with those 20 minutes. If it's a 10-minute walk in the morning and then showering, getting yourself out the door, or if you don't typically eat breakfast, make sure you take care of yourself first and you eat breakfast first. Or, you know, make those small changes instead of just taking those big leaps, because that's when people typically tend to fall off the radar, when they try to make too many changes too many times and then it's like you're a whole new person.
Agreed. Brooke, your information has been up on the screen. You guys make sure you subscribe to her podcast. It's The Blonde Cafe. Thank you so much for joining us. We have to take a quick break, but after these messages, Marty Seymour performs. Don't go away.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to Living 757. Let's address the elephant in the room, aka the beautiful glittery hat on your head. I am obsessed.
Yes, it's so pretty.
I am obsessed.
We try to finish on time before we know we go to you, but yes, sometimes, you know, it just take up, but it was super fast.
You know, in TV time, like
Yes.
in TV land, time goes faster than in
I
the real
know.
world.
I love you girls. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful, beautiful hat. Like you can customize actually
Yes.
your hat, and you can just choose anything that is gonna, you know, represent you, colors and hobbies and dance music or maybe themes. I love it. I mean, I like this one
For sure.
There you go. I
For
like
sure.
it. So
okay,
cute.
so I have something weird
Okay.
to talk about.
Weird. Okay.
So, you know, my girlfriend Katie lives in my neighborhood.
Yes.
Well, we went on this walk a couple weeks ago, and on that walk, we saw all different kinds of animals, but especially frogs. Probably 30 to 40 frogs on that walk. But we also
Frogs?
saw wolf spiders. We saw a bunch of cats.
You went to the zoo?
No, I live in Deep Creek. I live next to Dismal Swamp.
30 to 40 frogs?
Anyways, then I kept seeing them. So we were getting ready for Chloe's birthday party. And while we were getting ready, I look over and they're all over the window. There are 4 above the, like on the window above my sink.
Wait a minute, for what?
They're
Frog?
just sitting there on the window.
No.
So then I look over after I'm cleaning up and there's a frog at my back door. And I mean, he was staring into my soul, like literally staring into my soul. Then I get a request on Snapchat from somebody named Mr. Toads. No idea who that is. Then a guest on one of our shows that we filmed, Fragosa.
Fragos. Oh,
Yes, the breakdancer. So I keep seeing all this and I was like scared to Google, but when you keep seeing frogs, apparently it means that a renewal is coming. Something new, something big, something exciting. So bring it on, frogs. I'm ready. I'm ready for the renewal.
Well, actually, I like the meaningful things behind it. You know, everything like a
Yeah.
renewal. That means something new is coming your way.
Prosperity.
That's
Yes.
actually very, very good thing.
It
I was
is.
scared. Like when you say frogs, spiders.
I was afraid I was gonna Google and it was gonna be more like plague, death. You know, my anxiety. I thought it was gonna be doom and gloom, but it was the exact opposite. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Well, what's that? It turned out in a beautiful story.
Yeah, you can't always judge a book by its cover.
Do you
Frogs
remember-
are good news.
Yeah, but do you remember that week that I saw so many things too? I was like, wait a minute, I saw snakes. I thought that was a dead body.
Yes, that-
I mean, you
that
don't
was
want to
a
go
little
there. Yeah, I know that was a different thing, but yes, I remember that. So, well, yes.
Oh my
Sometimes
goodness.
with the rain,
It's
a lot
been
of.
such a fun show today.
It was a really fun show. Don't forget always to follow us on our social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, under Living 757.
If
Yes.
you have ideas for guests or charities or segments for the show, you can always send those to the email right below us. That's share@living757.com.
Yes, and we do a lot of TikToks for you guys, so you
We
can
do.
comment and
We
share with
dance.
your friends and family. Yes,
Yep.
and before we leave, Ashley, we'll see you next week. We have to say goodbye, but I will leave you with the best music in the 757, and this town is
Marty
Seymour. Yes, see you next week.
When he was in school, he was a smart student. Who went to thrive, he built a tower for all the rich brigaders. They took away his papers, and everything in his inventory ended up confiscated. The company then said, story's just a conspiracy. But I swear he called from the grave, you won't believe what he had to 1,000 miles away. In the old time, there was a singer. Well, in the old time, there was a singer, more than just an impossible dreamer. In the old time, the old procedure sounded out of the old man's speaker. Baby blue took a long road down to you. Pick a tune, a song for the sun and moon. But I swear they called from the grave. You won't believe what they had to say. And I can't recall in a funny way. Think I heard 1,000 miles away. But I swear they called from the grave. You won't believe what they had to say. And I can't recall in a funny way. Think I heard 1,000 miles away. Think I heard 1,000 miles away. Think I heard 1,000 miles away. Think I heard 1,000 miles away.
Thank you.